watch this 7-game series here in this World Series, you say to yourself, my God, how did they get this far? Same with Cubs in the NLCS. The Mets are exposed in this series. I mean, they were exposed. The catcher can't throw anybody out. The first baseman's okay. Murphy, we all know. They don't have a shortstop. Wright's older. I mean, Cespedes came back to earth. He's not a big deal. I mean, Conforto you like. Anderson played well. They're starting pitching for the most part. But boy, this team, even Familia wasn't great. This team had, you wonder how they got this far. It's a weird team. The catcher's not a catcher. The second baseman's not a second baseman. They don't have a shortstop, even if it is Tejada. Wright's poor right. Physically, he's older. Not a great defensive third baseman. Their infield defense is horrific. Let's be honest. They don't have middle relief. It's amazing they won 90 games. They got to a World Championship. So we give them credit for that because of Syndergaard and Harvey and, of course, DeGrom, to a lesser degree, Matz, Cologne, Nice. They have great pitching, and for me, had a lockout year. Collins did an excellent job. But the team itself has got a lot of issues, and they've exposed in this series. The Royals are better. That's all there is to it. I know Met fans now today are going to think, hold on now, Game 1 doesn't give up the home run. We can be in the series. Collins makes the mistake, no question about it, in Game 4 with Clippard there for the 2 at-bats instead of just the 1. And then last night. Now, last night, if you want to analyze last night, I don't want to kill the manager. I think it's a very tricky situation. You had to let Harvey start the top of the 9th. I don't think there's any way you can't. He wants the ball. He's pitched great. He had a good 8th inning. Familia's also been a little spotty. You had to let him start the 9th. The question, of course, then becomes, what do you do after he walks Hosmer? I sat there and I watched it, and I said, you know what? A very impossible call. I'm not going to kill Terry Collins on it. You could have gone either way. You could have brought Familia in, give him a little room. I mean, I understand that. And you could have done that, make it easier for him. Give Familia a chance where, he gives up a fluke. It's not going to necessarily kill him. You could say that if you wish, but I swear when I was watching it, I said, geez, what a tough spot. He's taken out. He walks Kane. I don't like the 3-2 pitch, by the way. He walks Kane. You're going to get him out of there now for Hosmer. You made a commitment with him to start him in the inning. You're going to get him out of there after 1 at-bat. Now, listen, in hindsight, you would have, because, Hosmer hits a rope out the left. In hindsight, but I can't sit there and say that I would have done that. Now, listen, in the 12th, you want to tell me that you would have started the inning with Cologne and that Addison Reed? You want to make a big deal about that? I thought of it at the time. Reed makes me nervous. He had pitched pretty well here lately in the postseason. You want to make an issue that Cespedes shouldn't have gotten at bat after he hit the ball off his knee in the 6th inning with 2 strikes. Get him out of there because he wasn't going to get a hit and throw Uribe up. That's a second guess. I didn't think about it at the time. I don't know where I would have wanted to kill Collins for Sunday. Saturday, different story. Saturday, Terry made a mistake. The game on his lap. That was a terrible job with Clippard. There's no argument. I can't say anything about him yesterday. He took the sword. That's what he does. He's a good guy. But I can't get on there yesterday at all. If Duda makes a better throw, we're not having this discussion because Hosmer's out. And Hosmer makes a great play, but he's still out. It's a good play by Hosmer. It's worth a chance, but Duda makes the better throw. We're out of this game. We're getting ready for Game 6, 3 games to 2. Didn't happen that way. Royals made the Mets make a play. Wright goes too far in the hole here anyway. He should let Flores get the play. Keith Hernandez said that last night on his postgame show with the Mets channel. Bottom line is, the Royals are better. It's bottom line. Collins, all the ingredients, middle relief, speed, defense, all the things, hitting, whatever you want to come up with. We knew the Royals were better. We talked to you before the series began. The Royals better defensively, better offensively, better bullpen, home field. We talked experience. We talked all about that before the series began. What we did, we said that the Mets were going to be competitive, and I thought they would be. I said the Royals in 7. It was because of the starting pitching. As it turns out, Royals' starting pitching was better than I thought, and the Mets' defense was worse than I thought. So a lot going on there. All right, we got a busy program for you today.